Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we got a controversial topic to be discussing. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say, please be respectful in the comments. I am going to be taking a bit of a different approach than probably most other people's thoughts and opinions on this that you've heard, because I try to look at things in a bit of a different light than other people do. I try to always look for the silver linings, the bright sides of things. I try not to be a negative Nelly. Just in general, I've been like that in the past, and just for my own mental health and well-being, I find it much better to stay positive and, like I said, look for the silver linings and stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about these war changes. So there's a lot to talk about, and I'd say the vast majority of the community is really against it and doesn't like these changes. But I kind of do. So let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and pull up the post. So this is going to be all talking about Alliance War, loyalty. So we got a rewards update. So the major AW reward system update comes with the loyalty store. For the first time ever, players will be able to spend loyalty on valuable champion upgrade materials. The materials available for the most prized in the game, and the intent is for players to have to save up for their purchases and choose between the different options. Nobody will be able to buy everything available every season. This is not the glory store. This update will turn loyalty from a fringe currency into something that is very valuable. We are hoping it will make the players feel like we are rewarding their time and effort spent in Alliance War. These changes will go into effect when the preseason starts. All items have 41-day purchase limit refresh. And this loyalty store is insane. So we have half a tier 6 basic, we have half a tier 3 alpha, we have a 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal, and 5 6-star Signature Stones. So for the rank 4 mats, 500,000 loyalty each. So it's about $1 million for a full Catalyst, a full $1 million for the Awakening Gem, and 150k for those 6 stones. So that's for Paragon. You have to be Paragon to have access to those items in the store. And then Thronebreaker players will still be able to get the rank 4 mats, but it's going to be more expensive. So it's 750k for the same amount. So, and then there's also tier 5 class Catalyst Selector, which I guess is cool for Thronebreakers. And then for Cavalier, we have tier 5 class Catalyst Fragment Selectors and 5-star Awakening Gem Crystals. And then uncollected, we got tier 2 Alpha Catalyst and tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments. So, man, just on this store, I think this store is incredible. And I am just stoked. I'm so stoked to have this in the game. Loyalty has been, like, in the game since I started, way before I started playing. And it's, back then, it was just such a, like, a nothing resource. Like, it was just such a waste. Like, I did not care at all how much loyalty I had. I think eventually I saved up for, like, 5-star Unstoppable Colossus way back then, I think 5-star. And, like, that was like all you could really do with your loyalty, right? Like nothing else. Like back then, like I'm talking like 2017, man, loyalty was essentially useless. Power back boosts were a thing, but like no one talked about them. I didn't even know what they did until like years later, till like Corvus and Ghost Relay came out. That's when power back boosts started to become relevant. And just loyalty was just like this nothing resource, right? Now, loyalty has a real use, and Kabam just sent out 1 million of this resource to everyone with the last compensation package. So that's great. The store is great, but there's definitely parts that aren't great. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I love all the changes. What I love is that this store is now here in game, and I can get 6-star Awakening Gems. 6-star Awakening Gem Crystals are pretty much my favorite item in the entire game, and they're so rare lately. Like, we haven't gotten one in so long. We've just been getting generics lately, and when I have a generic, like I don't want to use it. I want class-based gems. I want more of them. This is great. The second this store goes live, man, I'm 100% buying a 6-star Awakening Gem. I'm gonna try to buy a 6-star Awakening Gem every single time it resets, because that's the resource I want the most. That's a big reason why I love this store. So that's me personally. Now there is good and bad. Now let's talk about some of the bad. So right here, this is the very, very bad. While AW rank rewards received a relatively recent update, they remain undertuned compared to rewards elsewhere in the game. So Kabam is admitting this because that's absolutely true. Our intention is for the top AW rank rewards to be among the best rewards in the game. While we did not get a chance to update them this season because of our work to update the loyalty store, we have to put together a more scheduled process so that we receive a more frequent updates moving forward, except another update later this year. Like, dude, this needs to be updated. The season rewards in game right now is so lacking. It is ridiculous. So this is where we're at right now, Masters. So, like, really what they need to upgrade here is the rank 4 mats. That's what needs to be upgraded. And I'd say for Master, make the Nexus like a class-based one that you get to choose. And yeah, and just increase the rank 4 mats. Maybe even throw some Sig Stones in there too. That'd be pretty lit. But the rank 4 mats here is just so underwhelming. It's ridiculous. You can see they just released an offer for a daily card that I did pick up. This one here, and the signing bonus was like this much. Like, this is like multiple seasons of Alliance War Master placements for this like $50, $60 card. Like, the war rewards are so undertuned, and Kabam admitted it, but they're not going to buff them. I think what also Kabam should really do, a simple solution really, is to just add loyalty, like a bulk amount of loyalty to the season rewards. You know, like Kabam just said, you know, this isn't like the Glory Store, but in the Glory Store with Alliance Quest, you know, when you place an AQ, you get glory. You get bulk glory at the end of every AQ series. So at the end of the Alliance War season, we should also get a bulk amount of loyalty. Like Masters should be getting, like, I don't know, 1 million loyalty per season. I don't know, 500k, 750k, 800k. I don't know, but there should be chunks of loyalty now thrown in to all of this now. I'd love to see that. I feel like that would be a really, really solid change and really help to alleviate a big problem that this store is going to create. So now this store, what this is going to cause is massive imbalance in everyone's loyalty spending, because I'll sum up how I spend my loyalty. So right now I have 1.6 million loyalty, and I think I started the season with, like, I think I was at 2 million, and then I like fell below, so around there. So I'd say I spent around like 300,000 loyalty. I'd say I lost around 300,000 loyalty over the course of the last season. We are gaining more loyalty now, so you know that helps to offset it. But I still say I went down about 300,000 loyalty. Now, what was I spending my loyalty on? Well, I was buying at least pretty much one of these potions every single day. I made sure to get maxed out on all levels of potions, and when I'd use them, I'd try to stay topped off on them. And then I'd also buy one of each of these boosts every single time they get refreshed. And I'd buy the occasional power boost to stay topped off on ones that I use mainly, which is Mutant. Those are the ones I definitely use the most with Kitty Pryde, so I made sure to stay topped off on those. Cosmic, like to stay topped off on these as well for champs like Cosmic Ghost Rider, maybe Hulkling now going forward. But, you know, with this change, with this new loyalty store, it's going to totally change how we use our loyalty, of course. And so, man, honestly, I think the best play right now is to just take it easy in war. Because, like, seriously, if you look at season rewards right now, the difference between Masters and Platinum is really not that big. So if we were to drop to Platinum, we would lose 5,000 6-star shards and a couple thousand fragments of each of the rank 4 mats, which are already so low that them going even lower is essentially inconsequential. So really the only decrease I care about is the shards. So honestly, man, I think if I was in charge of 4 Loki, I already voiced my opinion to the leader, but if I was in charge, or if I had my own alliance, you know, I'd be like, all right, guys, we're going to take it easy this next season, and don't worry about dying. Don't worry about potions. Of course, we're still going to try, but, you know, don't even worry about buying potions. You know, if you die, just 40% revive, go back in, try your best. Like, it's not a big deal if we win, if we lose, if we die, if we place master, if we place platinum. Doesn't matter. It seems like conserving loyalty now for the store is the way to go. Now, I kind of like that. Honestly, that sounds like a really fun season of Alliance War to me, man. Alliance War has gotten stagnant. It's gotten so stagnant. It's just been the same thing over and over. It's been the same map. It's been the same tactics the last couple seasons. And it's just gotten kind of stale. It's not even... And I've just been using Kitty so much that I'm not even going to upload like the last few wars, because like it's just fights you guys have already seen. And it's just boosting. And you know, it would be fun to try to like not use potions for a whole season, to only use 40% revives if needed, to not boost as much, and just have fun, you know, and conserve loyalty, because we can get better rewards. You know, 6-star. I would rather get a 6-star awakening gem than a lot of these season rewards. Like I view a 6-star awakening gem as such a valuable item. Like I want that more than I'd want season rewards. So this change is so weird and interesting that I kind of like it. I kind of just want to like not take war as seriously and just conserve my loyalty for this store. And I think that's honestly the way to go. And so I think this change is the most detrimental for Master Plat, for the higher tier war players. I think this change is great for lower level players that, you know, don't take war as seriously, and have a lot of loyalty and can just focus on this store. So I really think this store is a really good addition to the game. I hope to see them add more stuff to it as well. I hope to see Kabam add more ways to gain loyalty going forward, and add more to the season rewards from war. But yeah, guys, that's what I think about these changes, the loyalty store specifically. That's kind of my take on it. That's kind of how I look at it. There are some negative changes, though, I would say. Well, it's an interesting change. So there's a change to the power back boost. Like we were talking about them at the start of this video. Like I said, those power back boosts have been in the game for a long time, but they were irrelevant for years until we really got champs that could really show how overpowered and broken the boosts can be in the right scenarios. With Corvus, with Ghost, they pioneered using those power back boosts. I remember first time seeing Corvus and watching his power, I'm like, what is this wizardry? And I'm like, oh my god, power back boosts? How do these things work, right? Like, these are a magic item. So, and I honestly thought that Kabam was going to nerf these boosts a long time ago. I really thought they were going to, but they didn't, which is good. Well, from some perspectives, they are pretty insane still. But so at the start of Season 36, not the preseason, we'll be making an update to the current acquisition of class boosts. We'll be moving these to shift into a similar space as gray boosts. The new look for them in the store will be as follows. All 200% class boosts will be set to 1 a week, purchase limit 10,000 loyalty, and all 150% class boosts will be set to 1 a week, purchase limit 5,000 loyalty. Or you can also buy them for units, 250 for the 200% and 125 for the 150%. So, honestly, man, I think this is good and bad. It's a really good change in the regard that it was just random before, you know? Like, you could just be out of a specific boost. Let's say, for example, me, I use Kitty Pryde a lot. Let's say I'm just out of mutant boosts, right? And if it's just RNG if they come into the store or not. Like, there's no set schedule. There's no knowing. Just every day you gotta check, oh, hope for mutant boosts. And so you could just get unlucky and not have them for, and who knows how long, right? At least this way, it'll be guaranteed there. And you'll know the schedule. So in that regard, that's good. But at the same time, purchase limit of 1 per week. Sometimes you go through 1, 2, 3 of these boosts in a single war. So yeah, that's definitely the downside. But again, if we're going to be taking war less serious, then, you know, whatever. But yeah, that change is an interesting one. And we're not going to go too far into the tactic or the node changes. I really just wanted to focus on this loyalty store. So yeah, man, very interesting changes. Very interested to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know what you think. what do you think of my perspective? I know it's a little bit different than most people's stance on these changes, but that's kind of my mindset, how I'm thinking about it, and kind of my plans. Going to be starting to conserve my loyalty more now that I know about this change, and really just putting it towards 6-star Awakening gems. I'm not too concerned about getting the rank 4 materials. Maybe I'll pick up some Sig Stones. Sig Stones and the Awakening gem are definitely my focus. The rank 4 mats have been coming in. They're coming in from all different places. I got 2 of each catalyst coming in from Eternity of Pain. So, and that daily card that I was showing you guys is is pretty nuts. Got a lot of mats coming in that way. So yeah, I'm really not too concerned about prioritizing on these materials from that loyalty store. But I think it's cool that, you know, anyone who wants to prioritize on that can, and it can help people get Thronebreaker and Paragon. And so yeah, I think the store is a really good change for the overall health of the game going forward. And real quick, I want to show you guys why I really want 6-star Awakening gems real quick, and which classes. So Science, I love a Science gem. Quicksilver looks just insane, dude. Holy crap. And I kind of want to awaken Overseer, so I'd love a Science Awakening gem. Love a Skill Awakening gem too. Shang-Chi, Crossbones, Black Cat, Kingpin. Lots of good skill champs that I'd love to awaken. Valkyrie, she's insane. Who knows when I'll get her though. Mutant, kind of want to awaken my Bishop. Omega Red, love to awaken that guy. Cosmic, Null, Cersei, Corvus, would not give it to Corvus, but yeah, with Gallon coming too. Cosmic Awakening gem. Oh man, Tech is the only class I really don't want. I already have a Tech Awakening gem, and I don't even have anyone to give it to. And Mystic would be incredible too. Fucking freaking Diablo, Mephisto, Sassy, would love to give all those guys an Awakening gem. So Tiger as well, very tempting. So yeah, I really want that 6-star Awakening gem. Cannot wait to get it, man. But I was gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Again, I'm just going to be making these videos, giving you guys my honest, genuine thoughts, how I feel about it, regardless of if I'm agreeing with the community, against the community, on Kabam's side. You know, like, I'm just going to be telling you guys how it is. These are my thoughts, unfiltered. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Really interested to read the comments on this one. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.